Howdy YouTube, Darlington Farm here, just over here in the wood shop, and just finishing up today, and decided I would take a video here. I put together an assembly table. I have been building stuff on top of my MFT over there, which is I think a little too tall for you know, upper cabinets, or well, for cabinets in general, but you know, anything kind of big, it's too small. You know, really nice for building stuff, or for, you know, cutting up stuff, but you know, not so much for assembly work. So here's the here is my you know, new assembly table. It's been a long day. Anyway, I just built it out of 2x. It is 6 foot long by 4 feet wide. I just decided I wanted something to where I didn't have to work off the floor when I'm putting together a 60-inch base cabinet. That's always a pain in the butt, trying to work off of the floor or use the other side of my table saw here. So I just decided I'm going to go ahead and take the floor space here and just go ahead and put one together. But yeah, here it is. It actually worked out pretty well. I can go ahead and throw my clamps underneath here. These are 4-footers. These are 4-footers over here and 2-footers. I just, the extra cut off from the piece of plywood there, I slid on top of the feet there. It's on casters, kind of right down there. You can see caster, just a piece of 2x going across there, just like with my cut table over there. I know it's really simple and ugly, but it works. And I just ran the 2x up here on my jointer to flatten one side of them. There's just one on the end, one 16 inches in, 16 inches in, and then out at the edge there. And I just took some 2-inch drywall screws and screwed it all together with some tight bond too, and turned out pretty well. I think for my 60-inch clamps here, what I'm going to do is put a piece of 2x running from here to here, and then from there to there, and I can just slide my 60-inch clamps right underneath there. I had initially planned on putting my little compressor down here, but I decided, you know, for the time being, I'll just go ahead and put my clamps out under there. So I think that will be a nice way to store them. I did have them over here on what I had planned on being sort of, you know, temporary wood storage as I'm working, and so it's actually kind of nice to reclaim that space. Right now, this stuff is about 7 feet up in the air, and it's kind of a pain in the butt to sort through, you know, kind of my short-term wood storage. And then up here, you have to get a ladder, but that's sort of my more long-term. But so that's kind of nice to, or it'll be nice to reclaim that stuff. I just grabbed this wood off the pile here. If you look in my earlier video, I am actually getting ready to start a arts and crafts. Whatchamacallit, arts and crafts cabinet for a Valentine's present for my wife. I decided, you know, I figure the long hours and everything, I'll just go ahead and make something nice, try and make up for that. So yeah, anyway, so this is quarter sawn white oak. I picked it up at Northwest Lumber down in Indianapolis, and just kind of went through and picked out kind of the coolest looking boards. I really like quarter sawn and rift sawn, where you kind of get that wormy almost look. Really like that. I think it's going to look really cool when I get some, you know, oil on it with, I think I'm just going to go ahead and use the green dye. If you go back in my earlier videos, I think I showed it, and if I didn't show it in the earlier ones, keep watching, and I'll get it up here soon. But yeah, anyway, thought it turned out pretty well. It does eat up a good chunk of floor space, which is the only kind of drawback, but since it's on wheels, I can kind of wheel it around. I need to burn through this pile of lumber over here. I think for the Oak Street house, I'll end up using most of that, so I'll be able to get it out of here. And then I have some other stuff over here, the big oak slabs that are, or not oak, yeah, those are oak, walnut slabs that are just kind of drying down, and as soon as they're dry enough, I'll use them and get them out of here. So kind of nice to actually have some more floor space here eventually. And anyway, yeah, long day, sort of rambling, sorry. Yeah, thank you for watching, and click, comment, subscribe.